Hey guys, Foral here, back again behind the camera. This time we are in front of the X-Men display because it is that time of year again where we showcase our displays and purchases for the last month. I did do a double month involving March and April because I didn't really have enough for either of those to make one full video. So I ended up combining them, but there is a few things that I wanted to share before we get into that. So as I'm going through the displays, I'm going to discuss some things that are happening with this channel that if you haven't noticed. So for one, I have been uploading some video game playthroughs. They are vlogs from my Twitch channel. So if you want to see it live, come watch me at Foral 16. I will be going live around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. And feel free to go there and check me out. I would love to have you guys here. And we are going to be finishing up Little Witch in the Woods. Well, I have finished that, and I will be uploading that in a little bit. Probably 3 days from now, depending on how I feel. So we will have that finale for everyone. And we are just going to go through all of the MCU shelf. And we did have to start a brand new one. And of course, the the Captain America shelf still goes. But here we have a couple new changes. So for one, we will be getting to him relatively soon. One new custom I made is 8-Ball. I have yet to make a, a pool cue for him. So I did take the recipe that I did for my orb and took a bucket cap body and put that on top of him. I did dry brush some blue into his design for a little bit of, to make it stick out a little bit more. And the hero shelf doesn't get anyone new. The body I used for 8-Ball was Sleepwalker, as I couldn't find any other bodies. I used Sleepwalker's torso, and I swapped out his 2 arms and legs for a old Spy Master that I had used for my Trevor Fitzroy. So we used his legs and arms again. And over here, going up to the spider shelf, we have a couple new additions. First up, we have my custom Grizzly. And right under Miles, we have the Wall. And finally, we have Video Man, which is a 60s cartoon villain from all the way from the 60s. So both the wall and Video Man are 3D printed, and I painted those up. And Grizzly just has a 3D printed head on top of a on top of an Ursa Major Build-A-Figure body. So we have him. And now, the Cosmic Shelf is, the Cosmic Shelf stays the same. And I will go back up to show you the Spider-Man display in full. That's, there you guys go. And now we will be pausing so we can go over to the main living room display. Right after I showcase the DC display, I have removed a couple because we are slowly kind of removing them for more room. Alright, so I am going to pause the recording here, and I will see you in the living room in 3, 2, 1. And we are back. So before we get into the full new purchases and display, I do want to go over my Mario and Sonic mini figure display. I removed a couple of the World of Nintendo figures that no longer are being produced, as Mario seems to have taken over that entire license and title, which is kind of terrible. So we have the Koopalings. I am missing a few, so I have to wait until they are released. And we'll just go over nice and slow. And I will be upgrading this shelf so I can contain more people. And we have the larger figures up top. And the reason why I showed those is the first figure of the month happened to be Big the Cat. I gave him a Fortnite fishing rod because he didn't come with any accessories. And everyone knows Big the Cat needs a fishing rod. And next up, we got this Warhammer Necron, the flayed one. I got the artist test shot because A, it was cheaper, and B, I actually like the non-colored versions of figures most of the time. Mostly when it comes down to the Warhammer. Now we have the Page Punchers version of Orm or Ocean Master. We have a G.I. Joe, I want to say it's Spirit, I forgot his name. We got Evelyn, or Evelyn, I don't really know how to pronounce her name properly, and Moonstone from the Walgreens exclusive. We also got Spikehor and Beastman. Spikehor, Beastman, and Evelyn were on clearance, so I snagged them when I could. I also took another Evelyn's staff and gave it to Nico Monroe because her staff kind of sucked, and obviously that staff looks like a whole lot better for her. And the first figure of the March happened to be Spiral, the only figure for March. So we bought Spiral, and zooming out so you guys can see the full display. I do apologize the fact that I haven't gotten too much. It is kind of getting hard for me to buy more, as stocks and figures aren't they aren't a thing. Because just now Walmart has released the Spider-Man or the second Into the Spider-Verse wave that isn't a Build-A-Figure wave. But on top of that, I'm not a huge fan of the designs. So I don't really think I'm going to be picking up any of them. If I do, it will probably be Jessica Drew when she goes on clearance. Because I'm not a huge fan of the design, as they kind of stick out too much in a display. But yeah, I believe I have a Molecule Man and Avalanche arriving in the mail by May, so they will be in the May display. May, June, possibly. I also want to get your opinion on, would you guys like it if I do display videos like this, where I do March, April, and then May, June in one video, as opposed to me like not giving you guys any content? I will be trying to pad out the figure videos with the video game vlogs based on the games that I enjoy and I think that you guys might enjoy, and the ones that are a little bit less problematic as far as like copyright claims. So I won't be doing like Persona or what was the other one, Coffee Talk, because Coffee Talk 2 did release and I don't want to like I don't want to put videos out there because I don't want to be copyright claimed. Copyright, like I was hit with a copyright for episode 1, so that is why we stopped doing those vlogs. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel. And I, once again, will be advertising my Twitch at Foral16. So yeah, I hope to see you guys when I'm live one day. And if you do see this video and come to Twitch from it, be sure to say, hi, I'm from YouTube. And yeah, so I will catch you all later on. Peace out, guys.